Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble dungeon guide I'm going to take a look at Deadmines on an Alliance week, and in particular this Tirion Fordring army that I used for clearing a red difficulty. First, a quick recap of the boss mechanics. The first boss is Mr. Smite, and Mr. Smite is most remembered for a Stonehoof Tauren that comes here and goes along this pipe and then will charge at your base. Some people like to place Whelp eggs over here so that they will intercept the Tauren. Some people just intercept the Tauren while it attacks here. There are many ways you can do. There are a couple of code nodes over here and there's one over on this side, but I typically only focus on the right side of the map and I ignore the left side altogether, although the left side push is also possible. There's two meeting stones, one on the right, one on the left. I like to take this meeting stone early, then I'm trying to mine from here. I will do pushes from here, and sometimes I also put minis over here so that they intercept the Tauren, and then I use this arrow so that they will go over the bridge and join the main assault over here. Smite is a fairly straightforward boss overall, although it does get a bunch of stuff for free because there's Defies Bandits for free, and then this group is free, and that group is free, and Stonehoof Taurens are free, so you're going to face a lot of enemies. But as long as you are able to defend the left side and then keep pushing from both of directions here and keep mining these gold nodes, you should have enough tools to beat up Mr. Smite. The second boss in Deadmines is Cookie, and again, the team of Deadmines free stuff, so Cookie is going to get these patrols. The patrols come from left and then come from right, and after staying here for a while, then they come down the left lane or the right lane, and all of these are in addition to everything else Cookie is going to summon. So you need some way to handle these. There are basically two ways that people typically use. One is to use Living Bomb, so that you place a Living Bomb. You can Living Bomb them while they're close to Cookie, when they will damage Cookie as well. You can also Living Bomb them while they're around a tower, and then depending on the level of your Living Bomb, it even takes out the tower. At the very least, it's going to take out the ranged attackers, which means that any flying units such as Batrider can finish off things. The other way is to use Whelpex and or Safe Pilot to achieve the same kind of effect. So those are the ways that you have to handle this. Other than that, the map consists of 3 lanes, there's 2 chests, and there's 2 gold lanes over there and over here. At the start, you want to start moving over here and grab the chest, and you want to send a miner to mine this gold vein because there's some gold available immediately in the beginning. Then you can take either the center tower or the leftmost tower, maybe both, and just keep using your tools, either Living Bomb or Whelpex Safe Pilot, to handle the swarms that Cookie is going to spawn, and then just start attacking Cookie, and that's the second boss. The third boss in Deadmines is Sneed, and the mechanic in Sneed encounter is, well, it's sort of free stuff again. This time with a bit of a twist, because you see these 2 platforms. When the platforms are sparkling, then the first mini that's going to step on either one of these platforms is going to be destroyed, and it's going to come under Sneed's control in multiple copies down this line. So then Sneed has, for example, Molten Giants in its deck, so if Molten Giant gets copied, then you're going to face half a dozen Molten Giants, and yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. So what you want to do in this map, you typically want to push here, take this tower, and then push and take this tower, and then attack from here towards Sneed. In the meanwhile, you want to send your kobolds over here. There's a gold node over here, so the kobold gets to mine, and then kobold walks out there, and try to get it so that the kobolds get copied. And you can also use your unbound minis to get copied, and you can also sometimes drop your unbound minis to distract. For example, Molten Giant that's walking here, then you can distract it, and then it turns around, and then something else gets copied instead of it. But yeah, it especially hurts when this platform becomes active while minis are already on it, and yeah, this map can be a little bit frustrating at times, but I'm trying to build decks for this so that they would be able to kill the minis that come from here as effectively as possible. One thing is that this bridge, if you have minis on this bridge, that range minis on this bridge, they can shoot down, so they can immediately shoot at minis that are going to come. Also, the minis that are coming, they don't attack immediately, so you have a small moment there. So a mini is arriving, and for example, in one of the army comps that I tried, I had Dogs be a troll, and then Batriders were copied and troll just killed them instantly as they came. So there's a few things that you can do about that, but overall that is the main mechanic. Other than that, just grab the towers and push at Sneed. Sneed itself is not that dangerous, it's just that those copies can definitely overwhelm you. And this is the Tirion army that I've used for Deadmines. I have Safe Pilot, Footman, Quillboar, Living Bomb, Batrider, and Harpies. And this is basically able to answer every map. On the first map, well, Tirion plus Footman means very strong pushes, and then I just need a little bit of fire support for that, like, for example, Batriders, and Safe Pilot can take out some of those stealth minis. I can also split push with the Footmen so that they will protect my base, so I don't need to have the Wellbecks here. I also have the Harpies plus Quillboar, so Harpies attacking and Quillboar distracting. That combo is also available. Then for the second map, well, I have the Living Bomb. Living Bomb takes care of the swarms, and then it's just Footman and Tirion stuff going on again. And then the third map. Third map is actually the main reason I have Harpies in this deck, because having Harpies in this deck means that even if I make some mistakes and some Molten Giants or something gets copied, Harpies will kill them. It's totally fine. Harpies are fast and they're lethal with the poison. They will be able to kill all the copies, so just trying to foolproof this a little bit for the third map, because I find the third map quite annoying and I hate losing in the third map, so Harpies are not that great in the first two maps, they're fine, but in the third map is where they really get to shine. Also Batriders on the bridge is wonderful, and I just have the Tirion Footmen kind of push going on, and that's all it takes, and this is what it all looks like in action. So here we go, first boss Mr. Smite, level 19 Tirion army versus level 21 Mr. Smite. Let's go. I'm splitting the Footmen here so that some of them will defend the other side, some of them are going to attack the main attack flank that I have. I want to take that Meeting Stone, so now I'm using a Quillboar so that I get that Meeting Stone so that the AI will not be able to position more units there. Sometimes they start from there, sometimes they don't even start from there, they come in from the left. It makes a little difference. You still want the Meeting Stone, and then off we go. And now I have the Meeting Stone. I have my first push going in. I see that the AI is now pivoting, of course, to attacking from the left, but Safe Pilot takes care of the Murlocs and the Spiderlings, wonderful. And all I need is a little bit more gold so that I can get Footmen out there, and here come the Footmen. That single Prowler actually dealt more than half of my base health in damage. Yeah, maybe it was incorrect to allow it to hit my base that much, but be that as it may, we should be fine. Now splitting these Footmen just allows them to deal so much, and now I got the Harpies in while all the ranged attackers are committed, so none of them will switch to target Harpies immediately, and Harpies are just getting in and dealing a bunch of damage. And they did get the Footmen down, so then they switched over to Harpies, but still Harpies doing a spectacular job there. Now I can use Safe Pilot to take out the stealth minis and also get a Miner and a Troll just as a free bonus. And I still have a Footman there to challenge the upcoming Tauren. And now I just need to get a little bit more gold so that I can get more Footmen out there again. This splitting the Footmen and using the Footmen to defend the left flank is the main strategy that I use here. This time I choose to put all the Footmen headed towards the left because there was quite a lot of stuff coming from the left, and I also had some more DPS over there. In the meanwhile, well, Tirion is notoriously difficult to kill. Tirion has been doing a great job there. And Smite is at half health. We have a very strong push coming. And things are looking splendid. Harpies, there's a Quillboar distraction, so Poison Harpies get to do some of their thing. My push was a little bit delayed. It was stuck in traffic with those Defiance Bandits. Anyway, Tirion again tanking like a boss, like he always does. Add a Batrider to give Tirion some fire support, and look at everything melt. Now, my base is not very healthy, so now I'm wondering, okay, do I commit everything to the push or do I just try to defend first? I decided, okay, I'll just take it safe, I'll defend a little bit, although committing everything to the push would have been fine because Smite is dead. And then we're up against the second boss, Cookie, and this is where the Living Bomb is going to get to shine. I sent some Footmen out there to pop open some chests. I'm a little bit wondering whether I make them go to the middle or whether I make them go left. I have used both strategies. I think both are fine. Although going to the middle is something that I have not done as long, and it still seems quite alright, so I do like that one as well now that I have played more with it. But this time I decided that I'm just going to let them go left. That was largely because of the way my hand was built, so I felt like I don't have a lot of backup that I can send, and the Footmen had to be sent a little bit early maybe. And then I just wanted to ensure that I will get the chest and I will get the tower. Now that we have a tower, and there's another push coming soon, but we have plenty of gold, now it's time to send the second push to take that center tower. Sometimes I've also just taken only the left tower and pushed from there, but taking the center tower probably is a little bit safer, because it limits the amount of pushes the AI can do. And now we get the living bomb, beautiful, and boom. Only 2 prowlers survived that, and those prowlers are not looking healthy at all, so the base will have no problems whatsoever handling those. Zap, 1 shot, zap, 1 shot. Prowlers didn't even get to the base. Well, safe pilot position a little bit wrong because I allowed the Murlocs to survive, but turned out to be just fine anyway. We're going to go through this alright. And now I have control of the 2 towers, and I almost already have enough gold to pop the next wave, and here comes the next wave, and zap, and boom. A big explosion. All the ranged units are dead, so sure there's some melee units left, but they're not looking too healthy either, and they cannot touch a Batrider because Batrider flies. They also cannot touch Harpies, Harpies fly, and yeah. Using Quillbar just to grab a chest there. I wanted to put a miner out there, but there were some minis coming, so I had to delay the miner a little bit. But now we're going for a push with the footmen. Footmen coming in. Footmen also are protecting the miner. I was in the miner a little bit further back so that it doesn't accidentally die to that huntress. But now this is going alright. We have a bit of a push coming in, and we have enough gold to get another living bomb out there, and the bomb is going to blow up. That push, the push from the right side is a little bit weaker. It goes down to the bomb a little bit easier than the left side push. And now Cookie's in so much trouble. There is an unanswered Griffin Rider though. But Safe Pilot will handle that, and yeah, Cookie's in so much trouble. I can send some Harpies out here. Harpies will quickly enter the fray to finish the job, maybe. Except that I'm a little bit too slow to Quillbar, and Harpies don't actually get to deal any damage this time, but it's fine. It's going to die next time, for sure. Alright, Cookie is not looking too healthy. I can just send out more troops. Now I'm wondering, okay, well actually I can just Living Bomb these, because the Living Bomb is long enough that it also hurts Cookie a little bit, and Cookie just dies to the Living Bomb. Beautiful. Then it's time to take on Sneed, and I have to say I don't like this map, mostly because of that copying machine. I mean, you just need to pay careful attention on when the platform is sparkling. And when it's sparkling, you need to look at, okay, what's coming towards the platform? Is that something that I want to get copied? Am I ready for that? Do I need to send an unbound unit to be copied there? But, well, I'm going to fail that probably in this game as well. That has happened to me quite a few times. I don't have a ton of anti-air in this deck, so as you can see that Batrider is having a field day out there. And what Harpies are finally coming in and will handle everything. Then some Quillbow distraction, and I now have the Harpies with Bloodlust. And now that platform, it's starting to sparkle. I'm trying to turn away the Molten Giant, but I'm a little bit too late, so yeah, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. That's actually half a dozen, it's just 5. 5 Molten Giants. But, as I said, Harpies are in this deck as an insurance policy for my own failures. And, hey, the easier the deck is to play, the better, right? Because now, between those Harpies, between Footmen tanking and the Batrider from the bridge. Look at the Batrider on the bridge and the Harpies also flying. And it appears that 5 Molten Giants have already died. And 5 Stonehoof Tauren are also going to die. So what is there not to like? That's why, this is like why I built this deck like this. It is not quite as strong as the first 2 bosses as some of the other decks that I have tried. But it is resilient in this 3rd boss, and it really, really sucks to lose at the 3rd boss. I don't want to lose at the 3rd boss. So, trying to make best of that resilience that I have in order to just win regardless of the odds. Now there's going to be some Batriders coming, but again, Harpies coming in clutch. Well, this time there's also Spear Troll. But Oh, I missed with the save pilot too. Okay, wasn't the best of my days, also allowing Molten Giant to be copied another time. But on the other hand, this does serve as a very beautiful illustration, really, of how capable this deck is at coming back from mistakes that you make. And I think most of you who are watching this video will need that information. Maybe. At least I know I need that information. So here we go, another wave of 5 Molten Giants, but hey. We have Tirion, we have Footman, we have Batrider, and we already have the tower too, by the way. So what is there not to like? Everything's actually going pretty well. I grab a chest and then another set of Stonehoof Tauren. But the more the merrier. Bridge control. As you can see, control of that bridge is just so good. The worst position here is typically when there's an Ogre Mage coming on the bridge, and then you have to first figure out a way to get rid of that Ogre Mage so that you can start dominating the bridge yourself. It's not impossible position either, though. Perfectly doable, all of them. Alright. Now that we have survived a bunch of unfortunate circumstances, it's already overtime, partially because of those unfortunate circumstances. Now there's that Ogre Mage coming. That's really the problematic part. Although this time there's nothing else, nothing too much is coming there, so this should all be fine to justify us. And now we're going in. Let's go. Let's take the Sneed out. Big push, big push. There is that Molten Giant headed towards my base, but I evaluated that I'm able to do a big push, and also just dropping a Tirion in front of the Molten Giant. Tirion is going to tank that thing for days. And yeah, Tirion, Footman, some assaulting, and Sneed goes down, and boom, that's Deadmines. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.